Hello, my name's CritterXD, Wheel of Time book superfan who is also a huge fan of the Wheel of Time show on Prime Video, Season 3 of which is coming out in March. In today's video, we're going to talk about the newest images that just dropped this week. The images are all set in Tanchico, so for the beginning of this video, I'm going to talk about what we can glean from the images without any book spoilers, and in the back half of the video, we're going to go book spoilers. At least through book 4, The Shadow Rising, not like the full series. Before I get started, I will say if you like what you see here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the little bell for notifications for when I post new content and go live. And if you've got anything to say, drop it in the comments. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as I said, brand new Wheel of Time images dropped this week, and they're all from a new place being featured in Season 3 of the Wheel of Time, the city of Tanchico in Terabon. I'll talk a little bit about the Tanchico plot from the books in the spoiler section, but for now, let's see what we can glean about the plot and the vibe of the city from the photos. So this photo, I think, gives us the best idea of the vibe of the place. Chaotic and dangerous. Citizens go about their business unbothered despite a bloody woman cradling an infant down near the water. This statue is also interesting to me. Its posture is downtrodden, obviously. And if you mess with the brightness a bit, you can see it appears to be wearing possibly shackles, and also a collar that resembles the one forced upon Egwene in Season 2 by the Seanchan. Just look at these circular embellishments. Pretty similar, no? This is particularly interesting to me because it appears that the figure is masculine, and as far as we know, the Seanchan don't make it a practice of collaring male channelers. For our second photo, we've got Matt, who was so clearly tired of wearing the same robe for 2 seasons in a row that he may or may not have decided to overcompensate a bit. Jokes aside, it is common practice in Tanchico to wear a veil when you're out and about, so we've got Min, Matt, and Elaine all veiled up, clearly trying to blend in with their surroundings. Did Matt need the ruffles to blend in? Probably not, but let's let the man live. In the third photo, we see Nynaeve going with a mask/veil hybrid. This pantsuit, like Matt's outfit, is quite loud, but given what we've seen of Tanchico so far, that just means she'll fit right in. Zoe Robbins plays Nynaeve perfectly, in my opinion. Not only does she have the look with the big braid, but she's also got the attitude. Just look at that clenched fist. You know she wants to grab her braid and tug it, but instead, she's just holding on for dear life with that fist. And finally, another photo that just speaks to the vibe of this city. People standing on watching, perhaps a performer elevated up on a flight of stairs. Notably, Tanchico is the home city of the Illuminators, a guild of people in the Wheel of Time who create fireworks and guard the secrets of making fireworks with an iron fist. Not saying this man is an Illuminator, just that Tanchicans have an appreciation for entertainment, even after dark. There's at least one Illuminator in particular that I really hope we get to meet in this show. That person would not be them, given the fact that the one I want to meet is a woman. So if you're here for the zero spoiler section, it is coming to an end. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know which of the photos is your favorite, and if you're excited for this plot in this brand new city with, for some reason, Matt, Nynaeve, Elaine, and Min. And here's your final warning, we are moving to spoilers through The Shadow Rising, Book 4 of the Wheel of Time. So we know the Wonder Girls, Nynaeve and Elaine, head to Tanchico because they think members of the Black Aja are looking for something that could harm Rand. That thing turns out to be a male Adam. Is that what this is? A male Adam just on full display in the middle of the streets of Tanchico? Obviously not the actual Adam, but a statue to it? As we know, the Panarch's Palace has several curiosities. This one quite possibly being my favorite, and the male Adam obviously being the worst. So was it significant enough in Terabon at one point or another to warrant a statue being built to it? Tanchico was super old, so perhaps at some point or another this was erected as maybe a warning for male channelers to stay the F away? Who knows, but do you agree with me that this definitely looks like an Adam? Now zooming out a little bit on the general Tanchico plot, there are a lot of questions that I have, like why are Nynaeve and Elaine going there? Why are they allowed to go there, if indeed they are allowed? And Matt and Min accompanying them just raises a lot of questions for me, so let's speculate. Min is in the White Tower for most of the Shadow Rising, and Matt is in the Waste, so what leads them to Tanchico? Here is my hope. We've all been waiting and wishing to see the confrontation between Matt, Galad, and Gawain in the White Tower. You know what I'm talking about. The quarterstaff scene. At CCXP, Yosha Stradowski said that all of the main characters are going to be starting the season in the same place. I'm hoping that place is the White Tower, and that we're going to get Matt with the quarterstaff against Gawain and Galad, who have both been cast now, before he leaves the city. While in the books, Moraine kind of voluntells Tom that he needs to go with the girls to Tanchico to protect them, perhaps she does that with Matt this time, because he is the horn sounder after all, and is therefore probably going to have a target on his back with any Aes Sedai who finds that out. But why are Nynaeve and Elaine allowed to leave the tower? Either Swan orders them to Tanchico like she ordered them to hunt the Black Aja in Book 2. Moraine may suggest they go there, especially if she senses trouble brewing in the White Tower. With Elida's presence, let's remember that Elida and Moraine did not get along very well when Moraine wasn't accepted. Or Nynaeve and Elaine may decide to go off on their own. Liandrin made their lives hell for one, so they may want revenge. But also if they catch wind of something that's dangerous for Rand, I can see them just throwing caution to the wind and going off to try to stop it. There's also a chance that Morghese dies somehow, perhaps whenever the Black Aja is escaping the tower. So Elaine, in her grief or perhaps as an act of rebellion, bails in order to avoid responsibility of being a queen, at least for now. She could also just be trying to get away from her mom and Elida. They don't look super pleased here after all. And frankly, there's also a chance that Swan dies whenever the Black Aja flees. Moraine may fear for what's to come after Swan is out of the picture, so she could advise them to get out of Dodge. Frankly, who knows? I am really curious what the catalyst is to get them to Tanchico. And then there's the Min of it all. The Book 4 plot would have her at the White Tower, so maybe she decides to tag along with Matt on his mission to protect the girls to make it up to him for how shady she was in Season 2. Or maybe Moraine or Swan convinces her to go along to help with this vital mission, given her particular set of skills. This is obviously a lot of guessing. Only time will tell why everyone ends up in Tanchico. Or shall I say, the wheel weaves as the wheel wills. What do you think is going on in these images? Why are these four in particular headed to Tanchico? And will we get the quarterstaff scene? Let me know in the comments. Before I sign off, I would like to say one last time, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, put them down in the comments. Hit the little bell for notifications for when I post new content and go live. I also want to thank my generous patrons and members. You guys are the best. And if you want to join this esteemed group of individuals, you can do so by becoming a member on YouTube or a patron on Patreon. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!